Last week, a mom in my community did something she swore she'd never do. At 2 a.m., she walked into her 12-year-old daughter's room and took her phone. Not because she didn't trust her, but because 3 days earlier, her daughter said something at dinner that made her blood run cold. She asked, "Mom, what does send me a picture or I'll post your address mean?" She opened the phone. What she found wasn't one dangerous app. It was a system. A calculator app that was actually a secret vault. A homework help group chat where strangers were asking for photos. And a Google Doc, shared with 7 other kids, titled, "How to Delete Before Mom Checks." Now, I'm sharing this as a composite of stories parents have told me, with details changed for privacy, but the pattern is real. Here's what every parent needs to understand. Your child's phone doesn't have one life. It has two. The one you see, and the one that disappears the second you ask to see it. So for the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to see what you're missing without destroying the trust you've built. Here's the truth most parenting advice won't tell you. You can't control your child's phone. Not really. Because the internet isn't a place you can lock. It's a dimension your child lives in, and you're not invited. But here's what you can do. You can create layers of safety that catch 90% of the danger before it reaches them. You can understand how kids think so you're not constantly playing catch-up. And you can build a relationship where your child comes to you when something feels wrong, instead of hiding it in a vault app disguised as a calculator. This isn't about becoming a spy. It's about becoming the parent who knows enough to protect, but trusts enough to connect. Let's do this right. Let me ask you 3 questions. Number 1, do you know what apps your child has installed right now? Not just the ones on the home screen, but the hidden ones? Number 2, can your child bypass your parental controls by switching to their friend's hotspot, deleting an app and reinstalling it, or using screen time to approve their own requests? And number 3, if a stranger started grooming your child in a Roblox private message, a Snapchat that disappears, or a Google Doc comment thread, would you know? If you hesitated on any of those, you're not alone. Most parents lose their child's safety not because they're neglectful. They lose it because they set up one layer and assumed it was enough. Here is what is really happening. There are 4 invisible threats. First, vault apps. These look like calculators, photo editors, or games, but they hide photos, chats, and browsers inside. Second is in-game chat. Your child isn't texting strangers. They're playing with strangers, and the chat happens where you can't see it. Third is the bypass network. Kids share tips with each other constantly on how to turn off screen time, how to fake location, or how to delete search history instantly. And finally, the trust trap. The moment you only rely on software, you stop having conversations, and conversations are the only thing that works when software fails. So let's build a system that covers all 4. I'm going to give you 4 layers, and each one catches what the previous layer missed. Layer 1 is the foundation. Lock the device. If you are on an iPhone or iPad, go to Settings, then Screen Time, then Content and Privacy Restrictions. You need to turn on 2 specific things. First, go to iTunes and App Store purchases and set Installing Apps to Don't Allow. This restricts app installs unless you approve them. Second, go to Content Restrictions and lock age ratings for apps, movies, and web content. But here is the critical mistake parents make. They set screen time but never set a passcode, so kids just go into settings and turn it off. Set a passcode that your child does not know. If you are on Android, download Google Family Link. Set up app approval so you get notified before any new app installs. Turn on location tracking so you know where the device is. And set daily limits, but exclude maps and phone for emergencies. And here is a pro tip. Check your child's phone right now for these apps: Calculator Plus, Private Photo Vault, Secret Calculator, or any file manager or browser app you didn't install. Look for any app with a lock icon or the word hide in the description. If you find one, don't explode. We'll handle that in Layer 4. Layer 2 is filtering your home Wi-Fi. Even perfect device settings don't matter if your child can use a friend's phone, connect to public Wi-Fi at Starbucks, or use a hotspot. So you create a safe zone at home. The simplest way is to log into your router and change your DNS to a family filter. I recommend OpenDNS Family Shield or NextDNS. Think of it like a bouncer at your front door. The phone tries to visit a dangerous site, and the Wi-Fi blocks it before it even loads. The limitation is that this only works on your Wi-Fi, not at school or at friends' houses. That is why Layer 3 exists. Layer 3 is smart monitoring. Now, here is where parents split into two camps. Camp 1 says, I will read every text, check every photo, and inspect every app. Camp 2 says, I will trust my child completely and never look. Both extremes fail. Camp 1 creates kids who get better at hiding. Camp 2 creates kids who get hurt before you notice. The middle ground is using a service like Bark to get alerts when concerning content is detected. You're not reading everything, but you're also not blind. Bark scans for explicit content, cyberbullying language, signs of depression or self-harm, and predatory behavior patterns. It gives you context and snippets in alerts, not full transcripts, unless there's a real threat. The critical distinction here is that monitoring is a safety net, not a surveillance system. You're not reading your child's diary. You're making sure no one else is writing in your child's diary without permission. Layer 4 is the trust contract. This is the layer that actually saves kids when software fails. Because the truth is, no filter catches everything. No app blocks every threat. But a child who trusts you will tell you. Tonight, sit down with your child and create a tech agreement. Not a list of rules you impose, but a contract you both sign. It needs 3 clauses. First, the spot check clause. This says, I can check your phone sometimes. Not to hunt for gossip, but to make sure safety settings are still working. Pro tip, schedule it. Say, first Sunday of every month, we do a phone check together. Routine removes suspicion. Second, the charging clause. No phone in the bedroom overnight. Period. Because when kids are alone and tired late at night, bad decisions get easier and bad people get braver. Third, and this is the game changer, the no judgment clause. This says, if someone sends you something weird, if you click something you regret, or if someone asks you for a photo or your address, come to me first. And I promise I won't explode. I won't shame you. I won't take your phone away forever. We will handle it together. This clause is why kids speak up before it becomes blackmail, grooming, or exploitation. And here is the hardest part. You have to keep your promise. If they come to you and you rage, next time, they won't come. They'll hide it until it's too late. Now, I need to pause for a second and talk about Roblox, because parents ask about it constantly. If your child plays Roblox, do 3 things today. Go into Roblox settings and tighten who can message and chat with your child. Teach your child the 2-button habit, block first, report second. No arguing, no replying. And make one clear rule. If someone asks for photos, your child's name, school, address, or to move the chat somewhere else, they bring the phone to you immediately. This is not about banning games. It's about removing private access to your child. Let me tell you about the mom from the beginning. The one who found the Vault app, the group chat, and the Google document. She had 2 choices. Choice 1, take the phone, ground her daughter, and explode. Choice 2, remember the no judgment clause. She chose option 2. She sat down with her daughter and said, I saw what's on your phone. And I'm not angry. I'm scared. Because someone is asking you for photos, and that's not your fault. That's a predator. And we're going to handle this together. Her daughter cried. Not because she was in trouble, but because for the first time, she didn't feel alone. They reported the account. They deleted the Vault app together. They rewrote the tech contract together. They stopped it before it escalated into ongoing blackmail, isolation, and silence. And 3 months later, her daughter came to her again. This time, before anything happened. Because trust was stronger than fear. That is the goal. Not perfect control. Perfect trust. Let's recap what we covered. Layer 1. Lock the device. Use screen time or family link and check for Vault apps immediately. Layer 2. Filter your home Wi-Fi using DNS settings to create a safe zone. Layer 3. Smart monitoring using tools like Bark for alerts, not surveillance. And Layer 4. The trust contract, specifically that no judgment clause that saves them. Remember, software is the net, but trust is the foundation. You need both. Here is your challenge for the next 24 hours. Step 1. Open your child's phone right now and check for Vault apps. Search Calculator or Photo Vault in the App Store. If any are installed, you'll see Open instead of Get. Step 2. Set up screen time or family link today, not tomorrow. Step 3. Tonight, sit down with your child and create the no judgment clause. Write it down. Both of you sign it. I've put a free tech contract template and a one-page settings checklist in the description. Download it and use it tonight. Now, comment done when you've set up at least one layer. Or tell me, what is the scariest part of this for you? Next week, I'm dropping the follow-up video, 5 apps your kid uses to hide everything and how to spot them. Hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Your child's safety isn't just about settings. It's about showing up. Let's do this together. Let's talk about the threats you cannot see. Digital dangers evolve faster than parental controls. Predators are getting smarter. Apps hide better. And kids share bypass techniques faster than we can detect them. Your first defense? Education. Stay current. Join parent communities. Follow digital safety experts. Knowledge is power. The goal is creating a child who feels both protected and trusted. Not one or the other. Both. That balance is everything. Break the cycle of secrecy. Secrecy breeds danger. Transparency breeds safety. When your child knows they can tell you anything, predators lose their power. Keep open communication about everything, their day, friends, fears, dreams. You're building a relationship that lasts beyond childhood. Be their guide, not their warden. Guides teach. Your job is teaching them how to recognize risk, respond to risk, and come to you when unsure. Technology isn't your enemy. It's a tool. Teach digital citizenship, being respectful online, thinking before posting, understanding words have weight, protecting reputation, standing up to bullies, reporting predators. Empower them with knowledge. Don't just say, don't talk to strangers online. Teach them why. Teach them what grooming and manipulation look like. Knowledge removes fear and replaces it with confidence. Teach red flags. If someone asks them to keep secrets, move conversations to another app, compliments excessively, or asks for personal information, these are red flags. Understand predatory patterns: selection, engagement, grooming, isolation, exploitation. Parents miss the first 3 stages because they're subtle. Stranger danger moved online. Predators look like friends, mentors, peers now. Anyone they don't know in real life is a stranger, no matter how long they've chatted. Have age-appropriate safety conversations. Regular check-ins, not interrogations. How's everything going online? Feels like care. Create tech-free family time, dinners, game nights, outings. Model healthy tech use yourself. Your behavior teaches louder than words. Understand social media pressure, likes, followers, comparison, FOMO. These affect mental health. Normalize imperfection. Curated feeds aren't real life. Cyberbullying isn't just kids being kids. It's devastating harassment. Teach screenshot, block, report. Watch for mental health signs: secrecy, withdrawal, mood swings after phone use, sleep or eating changes. If something serious happens, document everything. Know when to involve authorities, credible threats, adult solicitation, blackmail. Notify schools. Seek professional help. Healing takes time. Be patient, present, and keep communication open. Rebuild trust after incidents through patience and consistency. Use close calls as teaching moments. Stay current, new apps launch weekly. Join parent communities for support. Digital safety is ongoing education. Balance protection with independence. Guided freedom within boundaries that expand with maturity. Gradually increase digital freedom as they prove responsible. Teach self-regulation. Help them develop internal awareness. Teach critical thinking about online content and recognizing manipulation. Review privacy settings quarterly, apps update, settings change. Teach strong password management. Set up 2-factor authentication on all accounts. Use biometric security thoughtfully, it's not foolproof. Monitor account activity for suspicious login attempts. Enable cloud backup. Understand encryption limits, parental oversight. Check for VPN apps. They bypass filters. Teach incognito mode myths. It's not invisible. Monitor browser history smartly for patterns, not micromanagement. Audit app permissions regularly. Location tracking needs transparency. Control camera and microphone access. Protect contact list privacy. Manage notification privacy on lock screens. Secure voice assistants and smart home devices. Use gaming console parental controls, restrict communication, limit spending, filter content. Set up YouTube restricted mode immediately. TikTok, set private, disable duets from strangers, restrict messages. Instagram teen accounts have protections, verify birthdate accuracy. Snapchat, teach ghost mode, friends only acceptance. Discord, only join servers with friends, turn off DMs from non-friends. Disable in-game chat for younger kids. Supervise Twitch streaming. Delay WhatsApp access, encryption limits monitoring. Telegram's encryption hides danger. Ban anonymous apps immediately, predator magnets. Monitor dating app downloads. Block Reddit and SFW content. Review Pinterest boards. Teach it's okay to leave uncomfortable group chats. Discuss viral challenges before participation. Sexting prevention. Once sent, images are out of control forever. Teach image permanence. The internet never forgets. Everything becomes their permanent digital footprint. 40% of admissions officers review social media. 70% of employers screen candidates online. Teach identity theft prevention. Never share social security numbers or addresses. Teach financial scam awareness and phishing recognition. Teach fake news literacy. Verify sources. Check multiple outlets. Watch for radicalization warning signs, sudden extreme interests, withdrawal, secretive behavior. Monitor eating disorder and self-harm content exposure. Seek professional help immediately if engaged. Substance abuse is glorified online. Discuss reality. No phones in bedrooms. Screen time destroys sleep. Blue light causes eye strain. Posture suffers. Attention spans decrease. Social skills and empathy require face-to-face practice. Set school night boundaries. Encourage creative play and outdoor activity. Development depends on it. Protect family mealtime. Connection happens here. Practice conversation skills daily. Boredom sparks creativity. Don't rush to hand them devices. Teach delayed gratification and problem-solving through struggle. Failure builds resilience. Real-world consequences stick. Privacy is a right, but different from secrecy. Trust is earned through transparency. Mistakes are learning opportunities. Ask what they learned. Share your own tech struggles. Admit when you're wrong. Grow with technology together. Celebrate responsible behavior. A phone is a privilege, not a right. Let natural consequences teach when safe. Consistency in enforcement is critical. Show appropriate flexibility. Present united parental fronts. Align with grandparents and friends' parents. Support school policies. Set transportation rules. Teach public versus private space boundaries. Ensure emergency contact accessibility always. Use safety features, emergency SOS, medical ID. Set up Find My Device. Enable remote lock and wipe. Create lost phone protocols. Backup data regularly. Base device decisions on maturity, not just age. Consider flip phones, smartwatches, or tablets first. Start with shared family devices. Require demonstrated responsibility and financial contribution. Make contract signing a ceremony. Review contracts every 6 months. Define consequences clearly together. Reward compliance. Allow earning back privileges. Hold long-term vision. Prepare them for complete independence. By 18, they'll have complete freedom. Teach self-regulation now. Focus on life skills beyond technology. Character development is your primary job. Teach values-based decision-making. Self-worth must be independent of likes. Authentic relationships matter more than follower counts. Teach contribution to others' well-being. Practice gratitude daily. Encourage meaningful pursuits and purpose. Your parental role never ends. Stay involved. Be present and available. Listen more than you lecture. Adapt as they grow. Never give up on connection. You and your child are walking forward together. Not you dragging them. Not them running ahead alone. together, hand in hand into a digital future that needs wise, grounded, connected young people. This journey isn't easy, but you're not alone. Thousands of parents are walking this same path, learning, adapting, protecting, trusting. You've got this. Your child is lucky to have a parent who cares enough to learn, to try, and to stay involved. Now go. Implement one layer today. Have one conversation tonight. Take one step forward. And remember, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is connection. Because a connected child is a protected child. Let's build a generation of digitally wise, emotionally healthy, deeply loved young people. Together.